I wanted to test two different chemicals. One of them we know affects spatial learning and memory in flies. And then one of them affects learning and memory, but a different type of learning and memory. So kind of more of the Pavlovian conditioning of like, oh, there's a bell, there's going to be food. We fed bees these two different chemicals. And what we found is that in our test, the ones that were fed the chemical that's supposed to enhance the Pavlovian conditioning didn't look any different than the controls. So there was no effect. But the ones that were fed the other chemical that affects spatial memory, in fact affected spatial memory. So they learned at the same rate, but they remembered much, much better of where the final flower was than the control or those other bees. It's one of the ways that you find what a gene does. So we have the honeybee genome, and there's lots of genes on it. And most of them, we think we know what they do based on the fruit fly literature. But a lot of them is something called orphan genes or taxonomically restricted genes. So these are genes that only appear either only in honeybees or only in bees in general, but not in other insects. And we don't know what they do. The only kind of way to really test what those new genes do is to do a lot of behavioral work and a lot of genetic work. Of course, now that we have a new test, now we can do kind of more stuff with it. So if we have new methods, we can come up with new experiments. And as we come up with new experiments, we also can answer questions that we couldn't before.